on this too. All right, so, yep. All right, so now I believe I'm live. But now I can't see what I have up there. So that's great. I just had it a moment ago, and now I can't see it. Let's just assume it's there. Hopefully, if anyone can see my live view and they've gone and checked it out, can you tell me if you can see what I'm seeing? Because I'm not seeing it. Victor, can you see anything that I've got up on the screen? Or Suzanne, can either one of you guys just leave a comment? Let me know if you see what I'm seeing here. Because, and Steven, if any of you guys can let me know, Michael, anyone, if anyone would let me know if they can see or hear me, or see what I'm showing here, that would be fantastic. Just a comment in the video would just let me know that it's working. You're live. All right, a logo set, the Thor Vine. All right, great. You see everything, and you probably see me too. Good, maybe. All right, I hope so. Anyway, I'm like falling asleep here at home. I'm now mostly from home all the time, except for the weekends, and everybody's at school. So I'm trying to do a few things like go live and do stuff like that. And so I've got a whole bunch of toys around here that I'd love to talk about live. So that's what I'm going to do. And so next Monday, I'm heading to California for the Thor Ragnarok event. So I'm actually going to go on the red carpet for the first time ever. I've never done that before, and I'm really excited about it. And so I wanted to talk all things Thor right now. So I have this Lego set over here, and actually that's just one of them. That is the Lego set Marvel Superheroes 76088 is Thor vs. Hulk Arena Clash. And then the other one that I have is this one. This is the Ultimate Battle for Asgard. All right, and this one comes with Hela, it comes with Valkyrie, Bruce Banner, Thor, and a couple of Berserkers. So I figured I might do some building of those, and also talk more about the Marvel Superheroes Lego sets and the Thor Ragnarok event that I'm going to attend. In addition to those Lego sets, I also got myself this Hulk Pop for Thor Ragnarok. It's a pretty cool looking one. And I already had a Thor one. It was up in the corner. So here he is. Here's our Thor. This is the Hot Topic exclusive. And he's holding Surtur's head. And his head is so heavy that he falls over. It does not stand up well. But I also picked up this one, which is Thor after he got that haircut, and he's got that gun there. And so that one is number 240. And since I don't normally keep everything in boxes, I'm going to take this little guy out. And so here you can see little Thor bobblehead. You can kind of see how his hair has that cut in it. It's not all the way to the skin like it is in the movie. But here he is. And let's see if this head actually stands. Hey, he actually stands up. As opposed to this one with the giant extra hair. So he had a haircut and now he can stand. And then Hulk, let's get him out of the box. Alright. Whoa. This one is huge. Even though it's like a standard size one, he's still pretty big. So here is the Hulk. Let's not go with Thor for a second here. The Hulk, that big hammer of his. And you can see in the Lego set, it's kind of cool how they made that hammer look like that. It actually looks like Lego studs right on there. So I gotta move him all the way back. He stands up fine. He stands up fine. You can see him towering over the other one. It's almost as if you take this little guy and put him next to Thor. Next to Hulk. Put Thor next to Hulk. Of course, this one's small, so he's not really fitting so good. Alright. Let me stand him up. over here on something that's more flat. The table I have is squishy. So this is almost, I'm going to move you guys over here. Hello. That's almost what it looks more like in the movie. Of course, they are closer in size, but you know, you get an idea. All right, let's go back over here. And here we got those sets. So I'm going to build this Lego set, and I'm just going to stay here live and online. If you have any questions whatsoever, or you want to talk about something, if you want to talk about the Thor movie, if you want to talk about Funko Pops, if you want to talk about Lego, or any sort of toys or anything like that, leave me a comment there in the sidebar, and we'll talk about it. So I would love the participation, since I got nobody here with me right now. You know, anybody who wants to mention or say anything here. I see we got, let's see, we got 3 comments there right now. Hey, Laura. Oh, thank you for joining. I always love it when you do your live music, and since I have no musical ability, I love toys, so I'm talking about toys here on my live channel. So let's, all right, quick poll. Anybody who is in the chat right there, which Lego set would you like me to build first? This one here, the Ultimate Battle for Asgard with that cool spaceship, or the Hulk vs. Thor Clash? All right, you want one or the other? Let me know here in the comments, and I will get them underway and get building. So, anyone give me a vote? Maybe if I can I write a poll here? All right. All right, so I'm just, there we go. It's like I couldn't press the enter key. Which one should I build? Let me know. Anybody who's watching. Maybe you just have me on in the background, you're like, why does he just keep rambling? Because I do. Anyway, let me just pop that here. I'm having some fun playing with this software called OBS, and with it, you can do certain things. So, for example, I could just flip over here to just an image. So this is 76088. That is the Thor vs. Hulk Arena Clash. That's one of the options for me to build. Or we could pop over here to the Ultimate Battle for Asgard, and I'm really hoping that everything is still being heard, and you're seeing these items here instead. Or I can go full screen on me, and so that's another thing I can do. I'm trying to set these things up and work with them and figure out the best way to do that. All right, Victor, the Arena Bash. Okay, we'll try that. So if we go on to the toy, just the toy camera. So this is going to be the camera that I've done on the toys only. And let's move some of these things out of here. And yes, I'm taking the very first suggestion because that was the only suggestion here. And that is one I want to do because it does have Hulk and it does have Thor together in that set. So why don't I open that? So here, I'm going to move my microphone closer to where I am, and I'm going to open this up. So you can see way in the back there is a huge pile of toys and games and things like that that I have yet to get to, that I want to get to soon. Talk about them at some point. I did one on drones recently, and you know, those drone force drones, those were a lot of fun. All right, so let's dump out everything that's in there, and let's put this way back here. All right, so they've got one book. All right, and looks like there's some stickers, always not so fun to put on, and Marvel Superheroes comic book that has the Thor Ragnarok one on one side and the Spider-Man Homecoming one on the other. I made, I think I made both of the Spider-Man ones a while back. Not on a live stream, but just made them. And let's see, we've got bag one. Bag 2. Bag 3. There's a lot of blue and a lot of red. And here is Thor. This is the Battle Arena Thor. So, I only built him for... why do I keep saying Thor? It's Hulk. I almost swore there. I don't want to swear. So, Battle Arena Hulk. And let's build him. Okay. Get him over here. And I don't know how far... I'm sure my microphone can stretch a little bit further. You might hear me from like the side. I will try to get that as close as I can here, so we can see that. Or hear me. Hear, see, whatever. Okay, so let's get this one open. Nice that they have little perforated part there now. Alright, we got Hulk's arms. And we can't build him because there are pieces that are missing. Because when you build Hulk and like a figure this big, there's actually pieces like Technic pieces that fit. So you know, put the arms and everything in, and those Technic pieces are in another bag. Maybe this bag. Who knows? It might be. All right. So I guess instead of doing Hulk first, we're gonna do bag 1 first. All right. Bag 1. Here's how it's going to progress. Yes, bag 1 will have the stuff in here for Hulk. Okay, it'll start that the gates where Hulk busts through in the trailer, and then bag 2 will make this a little bit bigger. It'll bring in Loki, and it'll bring in Thor, and then you've got the whole rest of the arena where you bring in Grandmaster with bag 3, as well as a Sicarian guard. Alright, so let's get these bags out of the way. I guess I'll just put them on the floor here behind me. And, alright, so if I want, thank you everybody who's watching right now. So this is where I am, you can see here, part of my arm in one here, and the rest of me here. What we're talking about is the Thor Ragnarok event that I'm going to next week. And also, we're doing we'll do the other set. Let me get the other set up here. We're doing the Lego set, Lego Marvel Superheroes 76088 Thor vs. Hulk Arena Clash. And I'm going to open bag 1 to get started. Now, normally when I do any of these Lego builds, I'm doing them on a show that I do with my friend Brian. It's called Built from Bricks. It's his show. I'm the camera guy and all around everything else. And I'm also the one who organizes all the Lego pieces. I don't have that guy here for me. It's just me. So I will be organizing all the Lego pieces, making sure that they don't fall off the table, and building everything. Also making sure that nothing is left in any of these extra little baggies inside. So, let's get that here. Everything out, everything on the table, and now I'm going to just switch over, so rather than you can see me from the side, you can see the full scene on the toys here. And we'll just move us back a tad, and put all the Lego pieces here, so that we can see them. Alright, starting off here to start building. And let's see, like I said, we need some Lego Technic type pieces for the Hulk figure. And those would be these blue pieces here. I need 2 of those, which I should give myself a second to organize this, but we're just going to forge ahead. And there we go. Here are the 2. Those are the 2 pieces. Those go into Hulk's shoulders with the cross piece sticking out, because that's what will stick onto here. So here we've got that cross piece we can use to put Hulk's hands on and his arms. And there we go. There's that other one. And let's put his other hand on. So, first things first, Hulk is built. we'll put Hulk over here, maybe over further where you can see him. All right, and in addition to that, we got to build Hulk's hammer. So that hammer that I was talking about with the Funko Pop character, that hammer there, I'm going to build that in Lego form. All right, so in Lego form, let's get, it's like an antenna and a piece here at the bottom. This weird looking piece here. Some of these are some strange looking stuff. And there's part of a blade on here, and then also this other part. Okay, so that's one item. That's one of his items. That's not the hammer. That is something different. So that's one of them. Looks like he's got a couple of weapons. And we can snap that in here. So that's one of his weapons. The other one, I gotta build that one too. There we go. Find the antenna first. And we're looking at a Technic piece. So Lego Technic. We got this funky Technic piece here to put this piece together. Alright, and on either side we've got, this is interesting. So we're doing like a little bit of sideways building, and then on here we're going to put a couple of these studs, like this. Okay, 1, 2. And they, because it's a piece that has that cross in it, it fits in like that. So that's interesting how they do that, and I put it in upside down. Alright, good job. There you go. And so that is one half of it. Here is the other. So take a piece, sideways build it, put a couple of studs on, and there you have Hulk's other hammer or other weapon, and it's like this crazy hammer. Alright, and we put that in his hand too. Okay, and so that is Hulk and his weapons in Thor Ragnarok. All right, Victor. Yeah, I like it too. I think that's pretty cool. That's a neat way that they made that hammer. And so let's put that over to the side. And all right, continue on to build. So now we're going to make that gate that Hulk smashes through, and that is, let's see. So it's going to be interesting trying to make this and look at it at the same time, because I've got to keep looking over at the video to see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. If anybody's saying anything in the chat room, because I appreciate everybody coming in and taking a look. That's great. Thank you very much. Let's go next to this build. All right. So we're going to start building the arena. And there's a lot of different blues being used in this. So see those 3 different blues on here, which is good. I like the variety of color. Okay, so now we're hooking these 2 together. And whenever we use one of these type plates that has some studs here and then it's flat right there like a tile, that means that something's going to be able to slide back and forth on there. And that'll be the doors. The doors will be able to slide open and close on it. That is a nice technique that they use there with it. And we're going to add a couple things here on the sides and make these small 1x1 plates. I only know the names of some of these things because of my buddy Brian from Built from Bricks. He knows all the names of all the different Lego pieces, and he's always asking me for pieces, so I have to I have to get a clue as to the names as well, or else I won't be able to give him the right ones. It's very demanding in that way. Just kidding, Brian. If you ever watch this, so we're gonna add one of these things here. This is like a hinge piece, okay, and then next we'll get some additional blue on here, and we're putting some other tiles, so the light blue tiles along here, and a nice big long one like that right there. Small tiles. Drew will smash only if he gets this wrong there, Andrew. I will smash if I'm not getting that right. So very funny. So Andrew, I wish that we'd both be on this Thor Ragnarok trip, but someday we'll get on the same one together. We'll see. All right, so that is where we're at right now. Make sure I'm doing this right because everything is on video, and if I get it wrong, make these mistakes, oh well, I'll just fix it. It's Lego. You can just take it apart, do it again. That's all. That's the beauty of Lego. So building up the entranceway here for where Hulk is going to come busting through. I don't think he really is going to bust through in this playset, but that's basically where we're getting there. All right, so let's see next. Keep on building it up. All right, and I'm trying to look at the book and show it from the way of the book, where you're seeing everything built from behind, rather than straight on like I'm seeing it. So trying as much to turn it and show you as I go. So we're doing a couple of things, and I'm not sure exactly the whole technique as to why it's being done this way, but if you can see here in the back, you can see we've got the blue in and out, all like that, because we're using these L shapes and also the, let's see, where are they? They're all on here, so you're not gonna see them. There would be these blue bricks. So shapes, bricks, L shape, then a regular brick. It's just odd how they do that, and you go from one single brick to a 2x2, 1x2 brick. So that goes back and forth as you're building it. Okay, and we'll make it a little bit higher now. Almost to the top of this. Almost as high as it's going to go. Alright, so that is the start of the gate, and then we're going to start kind of, I think it looks like it's, one part of it looks tilted in and one part of it looks like pushed in, so that'll be interesting how that gets accomplished. Now, so put a few small plates on here, and then we're building another piece that's going to go on here. That kind of bumps it out. That's that part where I'm saying it's going to bump out a bit, and we're putting on another one of these pieces here because we're going to be swinging that in and out, and those go right here. Alright, so making that here, that's still moving that along. Okay. think I gotta move further. It's like a lot further back I gotta go. Or let's just tilt this down just a tiny bit. That way you can see it a little bit better as I build. There's only just like 1, 2 little things at a time on here as you're building. It's a big book. And it's not a whole heck of a lot of pieces. Let's see, there's 492 pieces. You know, I mean, I guess to justify how big the book is, you gotta put like tiny little things as far as, you know, 2 pieces here, 2 pieces here. That's not a lot. You know, here, 2 pieces, another 2 pieces. Or rather, that. See? 2 pieces. So it makes it for a longer book. But that's okay. Alright. So now I'm building something that goes over on this side. And we see that is going to go here. Okay, see that here. And I believe here is where we're going to see that, yep, here's where we're going to see how that kind of curves in. So this piece here gets put on, and that's going to curve it in a bit. And we'll keep going with that. And it also, there's a darker blue that goes with it too. So we're starting to make that thing here. And I apologize if this keeps going in and out as far as focus. It's automatic focus, so not a lot I can do. It just happens when I get my hands in front of it. So maybe I'll try to put these on from behind so it's not as much of a change in the focus, although it does seem to change a few times. I don't know, working on it as best I can. Alright, so thanks everybody who is watching right now. I appreciate that. I'm having, trying to build up this Thor Ragnarok set from Lego, and just trying to put that one all together. It's been sitting on my shelf, and I've wanted to put it together, and I figured, well, I'm here. I'll just put it on here while I'm live, and if anybody wants to watch, they can watch. If you don't want to watch, you can always turn it off. There's plenty of other things to see on right now, but if you want to watch this being built, then I appreciate it. Okay, so continuing on. Now we're going to get to the tops here. There's so many just tiny little bits to do. Alright, now we're turning it around. And as we turn it around, now this piece, this looks like a specially printed piece for this set. I see here it's curved right through there. I'm going to add that on here. Alright, so that is the top part there, all curved around. And then add a couple of extra additional pieces here. And it's interesting because you see that curve, and then we put on this piece, this piece here. And you don't even see the curve anymore. So what was the point of that? You don't see that part that was indented. You don't even see that anymore. So what was the point of even having that or making that piece? It doesn't make any sense to me. If it was going to be a design detail, that'd be really cool, but it's not. thank you for checking it out for a while there, Victor. I appreciate it. Just playing while I'm home, and that's basically all I'm doing right here. You know, did the house things that need to get done around here first, and now I'm doing some play. So that's what I like to do. Play with toys, build toys, play with toys, review toys, talk about toys. It's a lot of fun. It's what I enjoy doing a lot. And yeah, so let's see. Now I'm building kind of like the doors here that slide. They should slide open and closed. And so we got that. So now we're using these pieces here, and I don't know. Hopefully that will be a part of the design element, because that would make sense, but who knows? I mean, the last little bit didn't make any sense to me, but maybe we'll see. Alright, so from here, this goes on. Yeah, it's not attaching to any... Oh, you know what it is? It does attach. It doesn't attach, it just... See that red one over there? That red piece? It should... Yeah. Okay, good. That keeps it on. So this red piece has like a little bit sticking out, and that fits in here, so we can slide this, and it only slides to a certain point. No, that's right. You know, the instructions tell me one thing. I was doing the wrong one. This little, what they call is a cheese slope. This little piece right here, this gray piece that just fell off. That's called the cheese slope. And they have that on here so that this piece will stop where it's at. And so these are going to be sliding back and forth. So that is one of the doors. I'll put that over to the side, and I'll build the other door. So building the other door, kind of we start everything kind of opposite. Got that here. One of these little pieces here. A black 1x1 stud. I mean brick. Stud? No. Studs are these ones. These little ones. I keep calling them the wrong thing. So let's get that all built here. And then we'll put on our cheese slope, which is going to prevent the door from going any further. Once we put these pieces on, these have a little slide on it. Okay, so we're going to put that door on here, and that door here. So this is what's going to slide this. They don't lock in there, they just sit in there. So that'll open the doors, and that will be where good old Hulk comes busting through. Okay, so there's that. And let's see, let's go ahead and put these apart. And now we're going to put on up above some of these that slide that are also, they have the part tile, part stud, and this is going to also keep these guys from falling out. So now they're here on hand. And again with the cheese slopes, and that's just going to prevent them from going too far one way or the other. So when you open, it's not going to go any further than that because of the cheese slope. And then we're going to put on some of these pieces that are like, it's like scaffolding, okay? So, you know, it's nice if you're going to build something like a concert or something like that. If you're doing your own, you know, my own creations, some mocks, you can make that with these pieces that are like scaffolding for, you could hang speakers and stuff off of here. you know, and this is an arena, so you got some stuff going on here. Actually, back here, there's like lights. You can see it here, lights on that, and we'll add that to it later. So we've got that added, and now I'm going to do a little bit more here. 4, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add those pieces here across the top. And that's going to be part of like Grandmaster's seating up there, because he is, you know, he's the guy who's running these games, these arena games. And now to add some strength, we're putting this blue piece here and we're attaching it together. So we're adding some strength to that. Okay, and let's see, next we're going to, well, we're going to add an element of play into this particular set. So what we're doing here is we're going to get this piece here. I'm going to put a little Technic piece in it, and looks like yeah. Wait a minute. Let's get this one. Yeah, that doesn't show it right. Unless I'm just looking at it wrong. I'm looking at it wrong. I thought it was going to be on there kind of strangely, but no. Alright, so then this piece gets added here. And that's going to cause something to happen there. Alright, so let's flip that back. I'm going to add a piece here, and a piece here. So here we're just kind of adding more of that color, that baby blue, not baby blue, but it's not quite teal. This is light blue that is basically what Grandmaster's looks like. You know, he's got that kind of color there with his clothes and stuff in the movie, in the trailer. So that blue. So we're adding that here to the top, and now we're going to flip that back here. And we get a couple more pieces added up to the top here. And then we're getting into more color. There's a lot of color in this. A lot of color in the trailers too. You know, a lot of color happening in the Thor Ragnarok movie. All right, so we got those and those there. Now we're going to use one of these like rounded pieces. You know, put that look here for the Grandmaster's viewing area. Some more slope pieces. Add one of these 1x2 jumpers. I think I got that right. It's the piece that has the little piece on top, one little stud on top. That's a 1x2 jumper. And we're just kind of embellishing this little bit here. And that is bag 1. That is everything in bag 1 that isn't extra pieces. And there's always extra pieces left with Lego. So let's just pull that over here. Alright, so here is the first part. The gates, they slide open and closed. This is going to have something to do later. This thing that flips up. Though I am not sure how they're going to hit that to make that flip up. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so let's go next to bag 2 and build bag 2. Alright, so that is bag 1. Over here, let's grab bag 2. to build bag 2. Make sure there are no pieces left in the bag. And let's go back to the full screen of the toy so you can see that. Alright. And we have a couple of characters to build in this bag as well, including Loki. There's a new TV spot out right now for the Thor Ragnarok movie that has a moment where Loki says, I have to get off this planet, when he notices that Hulk is there, and he notices that Hulk notices him. So, they don't have that good of a previous relationship, so to speak. If you recall from the first Avengers movie. Alright. So, let's find all the parts for Loki, and we'll put him over by Hulk. What I'm wondering about when we get into this Thor Ragnarok movie is, how does Loki end up on Sakaar, which is the planet where Hulk and Thor are battling each other? How does he get there? And how do they determine that, or how do they discover that Loki is not Odin? So if you remember from Thor: The Dark World, basically Loki assumes the identity of Odin. Alright, so we have Loki here with his hair, or Loki with his big giant horn helmet. Let's put him with his big giant horn helmet over there by the Hulk, and the Hulk will take care of him readily, handily, quickly. Alright, so let's also put his hair helmet over here as well. And then we've got the Thor figure. Alright, the Thor figure. Let's find Thor. Ooh, that's cool. You see that right there? Thor's got crazy lightning eyes. Or, oh, wait a minute. Sorry. He has crazy lightning eyes. I had this chest on backwards. Or, just regular old Thor. Let's get regular old Thor just hanging out. And where's his new haircut? Do they have his other hair? Oh, so apparently he just has to have a helmet in this one. He has no hair that you could put on him. Would have liked a hairpiece on him too. But we've got his new helmet there, that cool helmet from the original trailer there, where he flips it down. I thought that was really cool, seeing that. Now, where are your legs? Thor, where are your legs? There they are. Okay, so here's Thor, got his legs, but before I put that on, I need to put something else on. And it is this weapon holder for Thor's new weapons, because, Mjolnir was destroyed by Hela, as you can see in the trailer. And so now he's wielding a couple of swords. And you pop that right on his shoulder there like that. And I put the swords in wrong, because that's going to be tough when he goes to try to grab those and slices off a hand. There we go. You know what? I am going to move the camera a little further back here, because I've noticed that every time I put my hand down on the table, it moves the camera. Now it won't. So, sorry about that. Sorry it took me so long to even realize that. And this is one of those. This is one of those sets that have this special power jump thing. I forget exactly what they call it, where your character gets snapped to one of these things, right? And then you use your thumb, and I'm going to lose Thor if I do it that way, so I'm going to do him this way. I got to do it this way. So you put your thumb on there, and you launch him, things like that. So that's one of those little things that Legos come up with to launch your character. So he's supposedly going to launch up and attack Grandmaster. So that's one of the things. So let's put good old Thor back here by his brother and his brother in arms way back here. All right, continuing on to build. We're going to build the Grandmaster's seat back here. And it's like a special, this looks like a kind of a specially printed piece. I don't know, I don't think I've seen this in anything else before myself, but that doesn't mean it hasn't been in anything else. So making this seat here, I'm going to put this together, and already it's starting to look like a seat. And we've got a lot of these different grills that we'll put on as well. So give it a more opulent look. You know, that Grandmaster, he's pretty flashy. So here we have part of that seat, throne, if you will. Alright, add that here. Put a couple of these pieces on. I call these the 1x1 grabby thing, because it has a little grabby thing on there. And where is... Always looking for the pieces. Just continue making that bigger. So here we have Grandmaster's chair. And we've got a couple of things here. So this one's going to go up and down like that. And then this one actually goes opposite. That's interesting. One goes, see how those, it's the same pieces, but one is going one way and one is going the other. And that's how it is in the book. So, got a seat. And his seat will appear, will go right here. Oh, is that what's going to happen to you? Uh-oh. There you go, Grandmaster. Alright. Let's have lights, camera, and action. Get the lights built now. So here we're putting together these like little handles and then the little light part on the bottom. And we're also putting together more little grabby things on a translucent plate, 1x2 plate, and that will make it look like a light. Alright, so that makes it look like a light, and then we have the other one on the other side. So we're making two of those lens. We're actually making two full sets of lights. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to be doing it again. So here we have the item and our lights, which is actually like a set of 3 lights. So you can see here it looks like 3 lights. So we'll build the next one, another one, as well. So I like how they did that. It's an interesting technique putting these all together like that, so that you get 3 lights instead of just 2 lights. As we put that here. And the lighting on this side. The tough part on the black table is finding the black pieces, especially if they're like small plates. That's always tough. Oh, there's another sword. Oh, I don't need one of those anyway. Yeah, I'm looking for a piece that I'm not going to even need. That isn't the piece I'm actually looking for. What I need are the 1x1 grabby things to go on this one. And here we got 2 sets of lights ready to go on their posts. Alright, and here we got next. So I see Allison joined to check in to see what I'm doing at home all day. Playing with toys she sees. And I'm playing with toys again. Should not be surprised. Alright. So I've had these here and I've wanted to build them. So let's build them here today. Alright, so now we're getting on another piece. And that is to, yep. So we're making these 2 sets of lights. It looks like you gotta put it on this one. Okay, so there's the 2 sets of lights. And if we pull over our piece here, you can see that the lights go onto this piece here. That'll raise them up and down. This here will turn them. And now we have some lights. There goes the Grandmaster again. We have some lights for the arena. Now there's that. We'll put that over here. And now we'll start. Really? Now we'll start building the sides of the arena. So all the different things that are on the sides of the arena. And this is another one that you're going to build twice. So here. So as I'm building it, I'm going to build these together at the same time. So really I'm building, so we'll have 2 of them at the same time. Alright. So as I do one, I'll do the next. When we were doing the Millennium Falcon on Built from Bricks, there was a point where there were like 6 pieces of landing gear. They're all exactly the same. So Brian built them all at the same time as he went through, because doing it, then going back and then doing it again, then doing it again, doing it again, it's pretty tedious. So if I can build these at the same time as I go along, then at least they're done. I don't have to go back over them, anything like that. Of course, it means if I've done it too fast and I'm doing it wrong, I've made a mistake twice, and I'll have to fix it twice, which can very easily happen. And here's where we get to our first sticker. I'm not a big fan of putting on stickers. I mean, they have to be done, but I like printed pieces rather than sticker pieces. Alright, so there is one that has that kind of design for Sakaar, or at least, I noticed that a lot of things on that planet have a lot of like tribal looks to them, but at the same time it's more like a Technic or techno tribal, if that is a thing. It's probably not, but that's what I'm going to call it, like a techno tribal. You see the Thor and the Hulk both have these like tattoos on them, or painting that's on them that is like swirls and things like that. But there's a lot of, it's not as organic, it's more angular. So that's why I say techno. Okay. So continuing to make these pieces. You can see that a lot of things are being done the same way, repeating some stuff, because we're going to be connecting these pieces throughout the set. That. these pieces, these longer cheese slopes, 1x2 cheese slopes rather than 1x1. Where's that other one? There we go. And we'll turn this around because now we're going to get into some Technic pieces, these black Technic pegs. Throw those in there. Okay. So then we got those pieces built here. And all right, so now another top part, this other thing that's being built. So we got this thing here with another Technic piece, and that's getting added to the top of that. Those things there. And now to connect these together, give it some strength, we've got this longer Technic piece that's going to snap into those little pegs that were put in, the black pegs. What's kind of a pain from time to time is getting those in correctly. But that's in. So nice and strong. It's another one of those ways that Lego adds, strength to their pieces when you're building, is by adding these other, you can get a lot of stability as you build by doing that. Just gotta get them in right. That's kind of a pain, is doing the 3 Technic pieces that way, 3 studs popped in at the same time. Alright, so there's those. That's all in. Now we're going to put a little red Technic piece in, but only part way because there's going to be something that goes in there. And it's going to be this other doohickey that we're going to build. And it's one of these that has one of these. And it's like all these little crossbar type things, and that would be what goes into that. So we push that all the way, and I have built it incorrectly. That's what's nice where you get this part separator, and now put it on the correct way. There we go, like that. Alright, so that's on here. And now I gotta do that a second time. So if there's anyone actually still watching, hey Art, how are you? I was gonna say, if there's anyone actually watching this still, hello and welcome. So now we're gonna put that in here. Oh, not, because I gotta do it the right way, which I didn't. There we go. If there's just a tiny bit of that red sticking out, this doesn't go through very well. There you go. Alright, so those two. And now I've got this other piece to make. That might be another type of light. Yep, it's another type of light. And that's going to nearly go here. I don't know. That'd be interesting. That doesn't seem to. Unless. No, that's not going to fit that way. Alright, well, I'll just make it, and then if I have to fix it, I have to fix it. yet another piece. So what I'm building here, I'm not quite sure, but let's put that together. It's got some color to it. Whether or not I'm going to see any of that remains to be seen. Am I doing this thing twice too? Does not say. Now we're putting these like jagged pieces here. They use a lot of these with the Lego Ninjago City, where they're building the elevator in Lego Ninjago City. It goes like that on here. We got something happening here. Making something. And then we go to the back side. Why wait to put that little piece on? I don't know. And then this, why we waited to put that on after, I don't know. Oh, you tricky guys. Tell me not till I get to this page where it'll say do this twice. I could have done doing that twice all along like I did with these pieces. I should have known that they were going to be the same, but they got tricky on me. Should always look ahead for that sort of thing. Anticipate. Tricky. That's okay. This is quick enough to rebuild. And yeah, just since I know what I built already, I'll redo this my own way. Now, they sure probably have some sort of play element to it, but we'll see. Alright, so now it's taking this piece and sticking the blue Technic parts into the holes here. So we get that here into the hole. Aha! And that's how the light stays up. Okay. So that is how your light stays here. But this looks like it's going to fall. But that's probably a reason for that, because Thor probably can jump up to it. Alright, so there we go. Here's that other one. That's what we got here. These two pieces are built, and now they're going to attach to this here. Ah, okay. I got confused. Alright, so they're built the same, one on one side, right there, like that, and then one on another. When I was buying this, I bought this at the Lego headquarters in Enfield, Connecticut, at the employee store, because we were there with one of the we were there with one of the master builders. His name is Paul. I gotta get his name right. Paul Sharon, I think that's it's not spelled the way you would think it is. And so when I was there, I bought that, and Brian said to me that he would probably buy this if he bought a number of them at once, so that he could make the full arena go all the way around. And I think you could probably find the pieces and make this sort of thing to go all the way around. And we'll see what we have next in the next part of it to go around as well. Now I seem to have 4 of these 2 by 2 plates, which I wonder if I somehow missed them on here. And I see my mistake. Going back through, I see my mistake. There to go here before I put that 1x2 cheese slope. And so each one of these is just a little bit higher. Keep the gladiators from getting out. Although I think with Thor and Hulk to get working together, it won't be too long before they get out of the arena. Probably during that fight that they have. And there we go. I mean, Lego always gives you extra pieces, but usually they're like little small extra pieces. And I should probably put Loki's. Okay, so Loki has two looks on his face. He's got one of he's scared, that's when he sees the Hulk, and one where he's kind of smarmy, and that's where, you know, he believes he's going to get away with something. I'm hoping that next week when I go to California and I get to go for the Thor Ragnarok event, I'll hopefully get to interview Tom Hiddleston, or Chris Hemsworth, or Mark Ruffalo, Tessa Thompson, maybe. You know, who knows? Maybe even Jeff Goldblum. I don't know who I'm interviewing. I don't know what's going on there next week. Just a few things. And so next thing I'm going to do here is I finished that bag 1 and bag 2, and now we're going to look at bag 3. So we're going to put in bag 3. So I'm going to get bag 3 going right now. I got to take this sweatshirt off because I'm dying. It was cool in here. It was very cold in here. And now I guess the more I've been talking, I guess the more warmer it's gotten. Alright, bag 3. The last bag. Okay, bag 3, we're going to have more guys in here, including Grandmaster. I was just mentioning Jeff Goldblum. He plays Grandmaster. Grandmaster is a trickster, and he's also the brother of the Collector. Those two of those guys, they tend to have wagers together. At least I've seen that in like the Avengers cartoon and the Spider-Man cartoon, all those cartoons that are on Disney. I've seen that occur. So first things first, let's get Grandmaster, and we'll put him together. Now he's got two faces as well. He's got this one and that one. Okay, so we'll put him here, give him his hair, and find his feet. And just got gray feet. So here we'll find his feet, and as he sits here on his little throne, if I knock this over, let me turn it this way. You know, basically you're supposed to be able to like launch Thor up at him, and he's supposed to launch through the air and knock him over. That's one of the little play portions of this set. Okay. All right, so let's get to it. Start building these extra little pieces. And am I doing this one twice? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, so is anybody actually still watching? If you are, does anyone have any questions for the cast of Thor Ragnarok? Because I may be interviewing some of them. I know I'm interviewing some of them, I just don't know who I'm interviewing yet. And when I do find out, I will certainly be posting up about that, letting people know, you know, who I'm going to be talking to. So if you have any burning questions that you want to ask the cast, you could ask me, and I'll ask them. Alright, so one part of that. Oh, and let's see, let's get this Sakaran guard. Can't tell which side is his actual face. And how about his legs? Where's his legs? He's got black legs. There we go. And he's got... Okay, he doesn't have that. He has something else. He just has this thing. So I wonder what... Oh, I know. This is for, like, the warriors. These are some of the weapons for the warriors. Okay, and here's the Sakaran guard. Hey Victor, you're back. Do you have any questions for the cast of Thor Ragnarok? Because I'm going to be going to, going to see the movie and everything out in California next week, and I'm going to be interviewing the cast. I don't know who exactly in the cast I'm going to be interviewing, but it'll be somebody. There. Huh. Now here's a cool technique. So we're building this wall, and it's going to be, it's going to have a design through it. So it's kind of neat how they have this set here with a couple of different pieces to make that curved, slanted design. There. Ah, okay. Favorite scene to film. Cool. I tend to ask a lot of questions like about their favorites. What I've found is that a lot of times they don't really nail down that favorite scene. I have gotten some really good stories of different actors and actresses from being on the set from different questions like that. Because I always want to know what the favorite scene is, or what they have a lot of fun doing, things like that. I mean, I love finding out different aspects of the the movie making process. All right, door. Really? 2 stickers on this door? Not just like one wraparound sticker? So here we got a sticker for the top of the door. Like that. And a sticker for the bottom of the door. Here. I'm gonna do my best to put them on, but oh well. And there's like a keypad, so it's a printed keypad piece that goes there on that door, which makes sense because they're trying to keep their prisoners in. I'll put this red piece here, and it'll go here. All right, so I guess it's built up on this side of it. All right, so continuing making this. So this is going to be like one piece here. So like that. And then now we're getting into some more with the making of interesting design on here. Excuse me. So we got this being built here. So this part is actually going to be in the back of the arena, and that's where this is where you keep the prisoners. So we're going to keep Thor in here. Get him off of this thing. This thing is really tight. Alright, that took a little bit of doing. So we'll take Thor and we'll put him into like prison cell. Of course you really can't put him in there with his weapons. So So he can't really come in and out with the weapons there. There we go. So now he's in here. His weapons will have to be off to the side. And I don't think I'm finished building this yet. Nope, I'm not. So continuing on with that. Oh, rattling around. Hey, Mike Dewberry. How are you? Haven't talked to you or seen you in a very long time. Thank you for joining in to check this out. Building right now is the Thor Ragnarok Thor vs. Hulk Arena Clash Lego set. Set number 76088. Okay. And just building up these little pieces here. This is the prisoner detention area. So it's going to do something. I'm not sure what. And my last sticker. Good. I don't like putting all the stickers. And it's supposedly going to go kind of along the lines of that. So there's that. Got that piece. That's here. And looks like another one of these jumper type ones. And then that's should be everything. Oh no, not everything. I'm gonna put a few more details. Lego likes to put in a lot of details, which is good. You know, it's good. Good they got good set of details on that. Oh, and of course, if we're going to attach it, we need to have our pieces to attach this to the next part of the overall set. And then let's see, we got to make it a little bit stronger. And then we're going to use these pieces here to kind of build it out a bit. Because that's going to be another like viewing area for another person, say like Loki is going to view that as well. And now we're building this other thing. Not exactly sure what this piece is, but it is going up on top of this way. It doesn't fit all the way. Let's go over part of it. Alright, so there's this, and that's going to be where another character gets knocked off. Alright. We have this. Just further strengthening the set. Add a little detail. So it's got to be somebody's seat. Because they got a little drink there. And I'm thinking it's probably Loki's seat. Yep. Okay. Oh, and then more of these 1x2 cheese. Oops. Shoot. Just dropped the drink. Shot that right off of there. Find that here on the floor. here's this next part. Ah, alright, I didn't have it far enough. Alright, so that shouldn't keep falling like that. And yes, this is going to be knocking another character off. Here's the seat. And we knock off Loki. So there's that. And now we'll attach that over here to this side. There are a lot of pieces that you're going to just knock into and make fall. It's just going to happen. It's just inevitable. You got this thing, knock into this, and make that fall. There's that. You got this part. You got the part where Grandmaster is. And he can fall too. Alright, I think we're building that last little bit. So, start here with our pieces. And we'll build that part here. Does anyone who's watching, do you have this set, or have you already built it? Is there anything you like about it? Is this a set you're thinking about getting, and you're deciding on whether or not you're going to get it? Let's see my fingernails. That's what this thing's for. I enjoy this set. This is a neat set. I like the figures in it so far. I like some of the little gimmicks to it. Those are kind of interesting. If you hear any banging, that's gotta be my neighbor chopping wood. Seems to be a daily thing. They don't have a wood stove. Just chopping wood all the time. It does have a outside fire pit, so there's that, but still, a lot of wood getting chopped. Alright, so building this piece. I don't know how well my mic is picking anything up whatsoever. Interesting how one piece is going one way, one piece is going another. You got another one of these here. What did I do? No, I did this right. That here. Okay. Now I turn it around. So now, next page, building one of these, that's got to go over here, this other side. You know, it actually has, where it is on the box and where it is in the book as to where pieces are supposed to be placed. Not that it matters. It's really not a big deal as to which side, because they're all pretty much interchangeable. But yeah, the book tells us to put something on one side and something on another. So that's interesting. I know what we're building on this side. Oh, this would be cool. Alright. lots of these 1x2 cheese slopes. Lots of them. Yeah, okay. And then a piece to stick in here, right here. And now I'm going to build something different. So we're building this piece here. And that piece, I'm going to have some building the back side of it. More of these cheese slopes. This is an interesting piece. So it's for building underneath something, but then it also has a Technic stud on it. And we're building another Technic item here. This Technic item, which is going to be fixed before I put it on here. So there, we add it to that, and then we put this on here. So you can see here. And this is where we put all the weapons. So you got the different weapons for the characters, the extra weapons. So apparently you can, this will fold down and they can pull out the weapons. Seems weird. Seems like an odd way to hold them. But that's how it is. Yeah, I like it, Victor. The set. It is pretty cool. It's got some different features to it, and little features that I keep knocking over. Over and over and over again, and then now, you know, and they're interchangeable as to where different parts can go. So, you know, it'd be kind of cool to have a bunch more of these sets, or to make up your additional panels to go all the way around to make an arena. It'd be, you know, because you can make one side actually have, you know, people watching above. You know, if you were gonna do a mock and you were gonna, you know, do a full size of this, that would be a fun thing to do. Fun thing to build. Kind of not paying attention there. All right. So the last little bit, building now. Where is that? I was just using that piece. And would be interested to see the movie and then talk about this piece again, and see what where different elements of it appear in the movie. If they use certain parts of it, that'd be interesting to know. Interesting to find out. Okay, so we get that. Hey, Frank. Frank is a big movie guy. He actually gives talks on movies. Very knowledgeable about the movies. So this looks like another piece that's going to be like a breakaway piece on this set. So yeah, see, that's a total breakaway piece. So you got this, and then this. It all breaks apart by pushing down this part. Nice. That's what those the ones with the jumpers, the tiles with the jumpers, makes it easier to do that sort of thing. And that's that. That goes over here. Alright, so that is the full set built. Let me lose a piece in there. Okay. Alright, so let's just jump back over here. Alright, so looking at this set again, now we have it all built. Let's just put the paper away. Let's move that a little bit closer. So you can see the different sides of it. They all kind of tilt in. There are different aspects to it. So over here, this opens up and there are all the weapons for your figures. This has a spot where the character can get knocked off. Character can get knocked off over here. These pieces can be knocked over. These pieces can be knocked over. These doors can open. And then this part of the wall here breaks away. So there are different play factors to the game, to this set. So we also have our minifigs. Incredible Hulk. Loki. Of course, Loki doesn't have his two little knives on this one. So I'm surprised. I would have thought he'd have his two little knives. Sakaran Guard. And where's our boy Thor? Oh, yes. Another play factor is this back here is like the little detention room. So here we got our boy Thor. And he's got the dual swords now. There we go. And there's that. So those are all the parts of this set. It's a fun set to put together. I had a good time. I appreciate you guys indulging me and watching me as I did this for the however long I did this for. And thank you for the questions. If you are watching this for the first time and you weren't watching it live, leave some questions in the comments there. Let me know what you think about the set. And if you have any questions for the cast of the Thor Ragnarok. So as you can see here, I'm going from the 9th to the 11th of October out to California. We're going to do Thor Ragnarok. We're going to do some stuff with cars. I just found out yesterday that the cars portion of it is going to actually be in Disneyland, so that's really cool. And that's we're going to work with Little Bits with the R2-D2 set, and this new show that came out this weekend called Vampirina. And Vampirina, I watched that, and that was cute. So I think the kids will like that too. Anyway, Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures, and I'm gonna stop the stream right now. Thank you everybody for watching.